host of the Gridiron.
And this here. Now, this is cool, right? The Giants are projected to receive a fourth-round compensatory pick. This is because, obviously what it is basically it's some kind of complicated math problem. Basically, it's like, take the guys that you bring in free agency and then you compare them to the guys that you lost in free agency. Now, you can't talk about Burns because we traded for him, right? So you can't add Burnsy in there. But some of the guys, that obviously that we did lose in free agency, right? Obviously, one of them is McKinney. Of course, we know Saquon. But if you compare, let's see here. Okay, here we go. All right. Giants are projected to receive a fourth-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft as a compensation for losing safety Xavier McKinney in free agency. That's cool. Per over the cap, the Giants lost 4 qualifying free agents. We lost Saquon Barkley, Tyrod Taylor, don't forget about him, A'Shawn Robinson, wish we could have kept him. Good. And Ben Bredeson. Last year, that was canceled out by the subsequent signings of Devin, Singletary, John Runyan Jr., Jermaine Eluemunor, and Drew Lock. However, this draft, the Titans, Browns, and Giants finished tied for the worst win-loss records in the league. The order of their picks in each round alternates. By the time the rotation makes it to the 8th round, Cleveland would be first in order. Thus, it is projected to get the Mr. Irrelevant pick. If additional supplemental comp picks are needed, the next one would be awarded to the Giants and then to the Titans. So, the pick for McKinney is currently projected as the first compensatory pick in the 4th round. Cool. Very nice. Most of the questions this draft center around standard guesswork as to where the cutoffs on each round are. One question that remains is if the NFL Management Council will continue to oddly view restructured contracts as new contracts. If it no longer does that, it could be good news for the Giants and Dolphins. Xavier McKinney had an outstanding season in Green Bay with postseason honors, boosting his contract very close to the 3rd round. Christian Wilkins, on the other hand, had a disappointing season in Las Vegas that was marred by injury, dropping his contract down to the 4th round. But if there's a change, there's a chance either or both could deliver a 3rd round comp pick instead. Ooh. The McKinney loss had no matching signing to offset it. The list of projected compensatory selections does not include picks awarded as per 2020 resolution JC2A, a policy that awards a club picks for losing minority candidates to other clubs in executive or head coaching positions. Giants assistant general manager Brandon Brown has had 2 interviews with the Raiders for the general manager vacancy. Should he be hired away, the Giants would receive a compensatory 3rd round selection in each of the next 2 drafts. Nice. Offensive coordinator Mike Kafka, who is drawing head coaching interest, would also factor in under resolution JC2A. Nice. So, should Brandon Brown be hired away, the Giants would receive a compensatory 3rd round selection in each of the next 2 drafts. Awesome. 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 Is this one here too? Okay, now I got this here. Now, I mean, it's a little. See, now the Giants, okay, obviously we have pick number 3. See, basically what they were talking about there, okay, is the Giants, since they all wind up with basically 3 losses, right? The Titans, the Browns, and the Giants. 3 losses, 3 wins, right? It's going to alternate. So the Giants get pick number 3 in the 1st round. You get pick number 2 in the 2nd round. Pick number 1 in the 3rd round. So in the 3rd round, we get the first pick in the 3rd round. Pretty good. Pretty special, huh? I saw this. So, as I said, we have possibly 2 4th-round picks, right? So here they got right here. We have in round 4 we have pick 103. So we have pick number 334, which is the second pick in the second round. Then we have pick number 65, which is the first pick in the third round. So we got 3 of the top 65 players in the country will be all ours. Then we in round 4, according to this here, it says we have pick 103. And then it says, I guess with our compensatory pick, we have maybe pick 134. So 1, 2, we have 5 picks in the first 4 rounds. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. So I was reading for a while that there was a chance that we were going to get a 4th-round compensatory pick because of Ben Bredeson. Apparently, that's not the case. Reading these articles, we're going to get a 4th-round compensatory pick for Xavier McKinney. So I'm not sure why McKinney's not would be a 3rd-round pick, right? But you'll take one if you can get it. So the Giants, I said you look last year, right? Okay, and you even went for Tracy was in the 5th-round pick. Look what Shane did with the first 5 picks. Knocked that out of the park. Guys wound up all being starters, right? Tracy wound up being a starter. Theo Johnson wound up being a starter. Phillips, starter. Newman, starter. Malik Neighbors. Yeah, the guy was pretty good, right? First 5 picks. And he knocked that out of the park with those 5. Right? All wound up one point or another being starters. Right? And expected the same thing. Obviously, Malik Neighbors is going to be a starter. Tracy, look for him probably quite possibly to be the starting running back next season. Right? Phillips in the slot. Pencil him in. He'll be the starter. Right? Newman, starting safety. And then, right out of the gate. Now, let's not forget, we were supposed to have Waller. Okay? So let's not forget that. Okay? If Waller was here, Theo would not have been a starting tight end, right? But since Waller retired, Manhurts and Bellinger took a back seat. Theo was, in there right away as the starter, right? So we knocked that out of the park with first 5 picks, and that included the 5th round with Tracy. It was a 5th-round pick, right? So you figure here we got 5 picks in the first 4 rounds. So we can, once again, if Shane can knock it out of the park again, like he did this time, and get 5 really solid, good picks right off the bat, right, and then bring in a few good free agents, that would certainly help this team. All right, guys, it's been 1 hour and 46 minutes. Whoever spent any time listening to me live, thank you. Or if anybody's going to spend any time watching the replay of this, once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. As always, you guys stay safe out there and go Giants! Woo!